welcome to another action-packed Arkham Insider. This time around, the menu is massive as I sit down with Sefton Hill to talk about our character selection update and round-based AR challenges. Stay tuned because we're going to be giving away yet another limited edition. But first, we're going back to the swinging 60s in a classic Batmobile pack. Far out. Welcome to Arkham Insider. Today we are going back to a different time, a groovier time with the classic 1960s Batmobile pack. I'm joined here by our senior designer Mark Kevin. Welcome to the show. And environment artist Will Hurst. Will, let's kick this off. Will is going to be on the wheel. Mark and I are going to be talking about what's going on the screen. So Mark, this Batmobile is very different to the ones we've had before. Like in any other game, this would probably be the biggest, heaviest car you could drive. But compared to the Arkham Batmobile and the Tumbler and even the 1989 movie Batmobile, it's very different. How does it behave?
Compared to the Arkham Batmobile, it's really quite small. It's much lighter, it's got much higher suspension. Because of that, you can throw it into the corners much heavier, you can do bigger drifts. You can do the side thrusters to get further across the track than you'd normally be able to. You've got like a jump here, you can just boost right over that. You've got the high suspension, so you get the extra air time. Being a slightly longer shape, you do have to watch out on the rear end as you drift around these corners. But it's a fully different experience. It feels really great.
So Mark, tell us about the track. From a gameplay perspective, how do you try and capture the spirit of the classic 1960s vision of Batman?
Well, the 1960s Batman is a much more kind of fun and friendly place than the Arkham universe. So we've tried to go for a bit more of a tongue-in-cheek kind of look at the track. So you've got the camera cranes filming you as you go through this movie set. You've got the...
And the cameras track Batman's position,
Oh
right?
yeah, you know, you're filming live for this. This is, you know, performance is being monitored the whole time. We've got the barricades, you know, we've got nods to the classic TV show with the band members crossing the street. Of course, you've got to watch out for those. You can use the barricade switcher to kind of get them out of the way quickly and just miss them. You've also got the clocks that you can hit for the extra time bonuses.
Let's swap controllers.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see what you've got, Mark. Yeah. Will, why don't you tell us about what inspired the visual design of this track that you've produced here with Mark?
Well, we certainly watched as much of the classic Batmobile stuff as we could, and we just took a lot of inspiration from that. Very much we wanted to go away from the usual Arkham style, so we have the bright colours, like the daylight kind of thing, which makes it look really interesting and different and should surprise some people when they see that, because it's not something we've really done much of. And then also just throwing in a few Easter eggs from the series, and so if people like take the time to have a look, they should find some nice little nods towards certain aspects of those things.
Oh, and here's Mark coming up on a 3-star score there. That is lovely work. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Will, for your insight into Penguin's Dockyard. That's the name of the track that we've just been on. The other one in the classic 1960s Batmobile track is called Batcave Set, and I cannot wait to see you guys try and beat my score of 2 minutes 14.
Gaz, I got 201.
What?
157.
What the? Ah, that's enough on Arkham Insider. Also in this month's update, we've got new skins for Robin and Catwoman inspired by the 1960s vision of Batman, and a new Batmobile skin that gives the car a 1970s comic book colour scheme, perfect for drifting around corners. I'm here on the world's most comfortable couch with none other than our game director, Mr. Sefton Hill.
Hey guys, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
Awesome. And Harry Finkel, one of our QA guys and legendary free flow combat man. Now Sefton, why don't you tell us a little bit about why I was able to get you onto the world's most comfortable couch today?
We wanted to show some of the cool new features coming in the challenge maps. We've really been listening to the community, been giving a lot of feedback on what they want to see, and implemented great new features like the ability to select your own character in any of the combat challenges. So Harry can show us going into the precinct challenge map. Normally plays with Robin, but he's going to pick Batgirl here. You can see the challenge select down the bottom there. And also, we have a difficulty selection as well. So you can play on normal or high difficulty straight from the front end. High difficulty makes it much more challenging, no counter icons, bigger bonuses at the end of each round as well.
All right, well, let's see what Harry's got.
So one of the other really cool things you're going to notice here, and again, one of the big things that the community were looking for, is multiple round combat. So you'll see we're going to start off round one. It's quite an easy challenge, just a few enemies in there. And like we did in Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, for this game, we've brought back the 4-round challenges. So you can get bonuses in each round. So much more similar to the previous games as well.
Ooh, that is a lovely takedown. That is the end of round 1. Let's see how Harry's doing. 1 star already. How are you feeling about that start, Harry?
Pretty confident. Feeling pretty
Awesome
good.
stuff. So there's a nightmare difficulty bonus that Sefton was talking about.
Your perfect free flow bonus. So basically you get perfect free flow bonus again if you're playing on nightmare difficulty. So the great thing is playing as all these different characters. It really kind of multiplies out. So you have 8 different playable characters for every single challenge. And even all the existing challenges, it's not just the new ones, it's everyone you've already got. You'll be able to select from any of those different characters to play with, which is a really big multiplier for all the gameplay that you have there. In terms of reasons to play, for every time you beat one of these new characters, the number of stars you get also add to your Gotham's Greatest score as well. So you can play through and multiply out your Gotham's Greatest score. So for every single combat challenge, you can actually get 21 more points than you could have got before. We don't have individual leaderboards for every single character because it would have been an exponentially high number.
That would be a lot of leaderboards, right?
But we've made it worthwhile playing all of those by giving you these stars and rewards for playing through them.
So players are duking it out for an overall ranking as well.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, if you want to beat your friends, then you can go in and play these challenges with all the different characters and really max out your Gotham's Greatest score.
Well, we'd love to see people sharing individual scores on Twitter and on the forums as well, so you can see just who is the best with every single character.
Yeah, and you can see here as well, another thing you're going to see more of in the challenge maps, again, listening to the community, is taking the challenge maps inside into some of the interior environments. So this is the GCPD parking lot, and we have a lot of other interior environments that are going to be coming in the current weeks.
So how's it been sort of listening to the community and getting a feel for what it is that they're into?
It's really interesting actually, and very different for us because now we have that direct line of feedback, and you know, with people kind of directly tweeting me what they want to see, it really enables us to give people the game they want to play. If these are the kind of features you want, you know, within reason, there's lots of stuff that we can do. If you want a kind of say in the game you're playing, then just keep that feedback coming.
So you're moving production resource around depending on what the fans want and trying to give them as much of that as we can?
Yeah. Our character team are sort of up and building new characters. The design team are up and working on new levels and structures for these maps. Another thing is blue walls. People have been saying that they don't like the blue walls as much with the VR environments. So we've been really reducing those as well and working on that.
Even in existing challenge maps then?
Yeah, across the whole game, you're going to see they've been drastically reduced. They'll still be there if you go right up next to them, but as you move away, they disappear completely, and you get a great view of the city and the landscape around, and yeah, it's made a really big difference to the way it looks.
Oh, Harry, and that is the final hit in a run that gets you 40,850 points. Sefton, thank you so much for your precious time today. Harry, thank you for your epic thumbs. The score to beat on #BeatHarry is 40,850 points. Here at Rocksteady Studios, with one hand we giveth, and with the other hand we also giveth! We ran another Arkham Photo Mode competition on Twitter for you guys to win one of these awesome limited editions signed by some of the team at Rocksteady. Sticking with the 60s theme, the winner is Wender the White Fawn, with this awesome big head mode, groovy Batman, Bat Signal combination. Remember, Halloween is only a few days away, so make sure you play the game on the spookiest night of the year. Turn the lights down and the volume up if you dare. But that really is all we've got time for now. We'll be back in November with more insight, more gameplay, and more Batman-related puns than you can shake a commemorative Ace the Bat Hound dog bowl at. Until next time, be the Batman.